Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Margarita and I share homemaking, cooking, cleaning, and homeschooling videos. Today I am sharing another What's for Dinner video. On Sunday we had steaks, and here I am just marinating it with some vinegar, soy sauce, barbecue sauce, sesame oil, pepper, and garlic salt. I also made a few sides. One of them was these balsamic mushrooms, and of course corn on the cob for the kids. These were incredible, and I will link the recipe I used down below. So this is what Sunday's dinner looked like. We have some New York strip steaks, mashed potatoes, corn on the cob, balsamic mushrooms, and a fresh cucumber and tomato salad. On Monday we had chicken fritters, and I will link the recipe I used down below. And if you've seen my meal prep video, you saw that I prepped this on Sunday just to make it a little easier on myself on Monday. Next, I'm just prepping the veggies for my sauteed noodles. I have shown this already before when I serve these noodles with my chicken drumsticks. I just feel that this side goes really well with chicken. And while I have my cutting board out, I am going to chop up my salad. We're just going to do a cucumber and tomato salad, and these heirloom tomatoes are amazing, and I'm gonna miss them when they are out of season. To the salad, I'm also adding some chopped red onion and some of these little mini avocados that I had on hand. They go really well in a cucumber and tomato salad. So my veggies are chopped, and I'm not going to dress my salad until right before we eat it, and I'm just going to use oil and salt and pepper. So here I am just sauteing the bell peppers and onions that I chopped up for my noodles, and then I'm cooking some pasta. I season the veggies with some paprika, salt, and pepper. Once my veggies are golden brown, I'm adding a couple cloves of garlic to the pot, and then I'm also adding about maybe a quarter of a teaspoon of this chili onion crunch from Trader Joe's, just a little bit to add flavor but not enough to make it really spicy. Then I just drained my pasta, added my sauteed veggies back in the pot with the pasta, and just stirred everything around. Next, I'm moving on to the chicken fritters. I'm preheating my large skillet with some oil, and then I'm just adding about a tablespoon of the chicken fritter mixture to the pan. Once they are golden brown, I flip them over and saute them until they're golden on the other side as well. So this was Monday's dinner. On Tuesday, we had Cajun chicken pasta, and I'm just sauteing some cubed chicken breasts, which I have seasoned with salt, pepper, and Cajun seasoning, and I'm cooking some penne pasta. When the chicken is golden brown, I just remove it from the pan and I add my veggies, which I have meal prepped ahead of time, and it's just a bell pepper, which is cubed up, some red onion, and some mushrooms. I am also seasoning the veggies with paprika, salt, pepper, and a little bit of Cajun seasoning. Once my veggies are golden brown, I'm going to add about 3 cloves of crushed garlic to the pan. Once I stir everything up, I'm going to add about 2 cups of heavy cream. Then I just add the cooked chicken back into the pan. I give everything a good stir and I taste the sauce. And I add whatever seasonings I think it needs. I just added a little bit more salt, pepper, and paprika for that pretty color. Once my sauce has come to a simmer, I add my cooked and drained pasta into the pan and just give everything a good stir. Next, I am moving on to my side, and I'm making a broccoli and apple salad. It might sound a little strange, but it's actually really tasty, and I will link the recipe I used down below. It also has some grated carrots in it, some cranberries, and walnuts. And then I just toss it with the dressing, which is just some mayo, sour cream, lemon juice, sugar, salt, and pepper. So this is what Tuesday's dinner looked like. On Wednesday, I made stuffed peppers, and if you've seen my meal prep video, then you saw that I prepped these on Sunday, because on Wednesday I deep clean my house and I like to prepare something ahead of time that I just can stick in the oven. So in the smaller bowl, I have 1 grated onion, and in the larger bowl, I have 1 chopped up onion and 2 shredded carrots. I like to half my bell peppers. It cooks a lot faster than trying to stuff a whole one. And I'm just removing the stem and the seeds and putting the bell peppers into a large casserole dish. So moving on to the stove, in the smaller skillet I'm sauteing the chopped onion and carrots, and in the larger skillet I am sauteing the grated onion. So to make the filling, I have about 2 cups of cooked brown rice. In the bowl, I'm adding my sauteed carrots and onions. I am then adding 1 pound of ground beef and then some salt and pepper. Then I just mixed everything up using my stand mixer. Back at the stove, my grated onion in the large skillet has gotten golden. I'm adding a couple cloves of crushed garlic and 1 can of tomato sauce. Then I fill up that tomato can with some water and add about 8 ounces of water to the pan. I season this sauce with salt, pepper, basil, and oregano and give everything a good stir and bring it to a simmer. Next, I go ahead and stuff my peppers and put them back into the casserole dish. Then I ladle the tomato sauce that I just made. I make sure and cover each bell pepper and just pour the rest of the sauce into the bottom of the casserole dish. Then I cover the casserole dish with foil and I bake at 350 for about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes. So this is what Wednesday's dinner looked like. I like to top my bell peppers with sour cream and some chives. I also serve these with my refrigerator pickles, which we all love so much, and a side of fruit. On Thursday, we had some grilled chicken thighs and these yakisoba noodles from Costco, which I shared in my haul. They are incredibly easy and wonderful to have on hand. You can just eat them straight out of the microwave, but I like to saute mine with some sesame oil, some soy sauce, add some crushed garlic into it, and it just ups the flavor so much. I also steamed some broccoli and I steamed some corn. So this was Thursday's dinner. The chicken thighs are amazing. I love that Trader Joe's teriyaki marinade that I shared in my haul. They're just really simple to make and it's just the flavor is just right with these yakisoba noodles. So later on that day, I made my vanilla cheesecake, which will be dessert for Friday night, but I do need to make it a day ahead because it needs to be in the refrigerator for about 24 hours. Here I am just making the graham cracker crust, about 10 graham crackers, some melted butter and sugar, and then I'm putting it into my pan and just pressing it down with a spoon. Then I bake the crust for 10 minutes at 350, and the full recipe will be down below in the description box. Next, I'm moving on to the filling. I am adding 3 softened packages of cream cheese into the bowl of my stand mixer. And as I'm stirring my cream cheese together, I am adding 1 cup of sugar. Next, I am adding about half a teaspoon of salt and my 4 eggs and just giving everything a good stir. Next, I am scraping down my bowl. I add some vanilla extract and I scrape 1 vanilla bean into the filling. Then I pour the mixture into my slightly cooled crust and put it back into the oven at 325 for about 45 to 55 minutes. The unique thing about this vanilla cheesecake and why we love it so much is probably the topping, and it's just some sour cream, sugar, vanilla, and vanilla bean that you stir together and you add it to the cheesecake when it is finished baking and you put it back into the oven for another 10 minutes, and it just adds a really great layer of flavor to the cheesecake. When the cheesecake is done, I let it cool on the counter and then I put it into the fridge. On Friday, we had a chicken Alfredo bake, which is kind of like a casserole, and then I also made some roasted eggplant. For the eggplant, I'm just using 2 eggplants that I'm cubing up and putting into a large bowl. I am drizzling it with some avocado oil. I'm seasoning it with salt, pepper, and paprika. Then I just toss everything together and spread it out onto a large baking dish. I bake it at 400 for about 30 to 40 minutes. This eggplant recipe is inspired by Natasha's Kitchen. I will link her recipe down below. I do things a little bit differently. Here I am chopping up one jalapeno and putting it into a bowl. I am crushing a couple cloves of garlic also into the bowl. Then I'm going to add a splash of vinegar, some salt and pepper, and a little bit of avocado oil. Once my eggplant is roasted and done, I add it into a bowl and toss it with this jalapeno mixture. This recipe is one of my favorite ways to eat eggplant, and if you do like eggplant, I highly recommend trying it. Next, I am moving on to my Alfredo. I am just sauteing some chicken until golden brown. Then I remove it from my pot, add a tablespoon of butter and some garlic to it. I'm also cooking 1 pound of penne pasta. To the pot with the garlic, I am adding some flour, then I'm adding heavy cream and milk. And I will actually link the recipe that I use down below. I season it with salt and pepper and then bring it to a simmer. I always taste my food as I'm cooking just to make sure it is seasoned properly. Then I added my cheese. I'm using 1 cup of mozzarella and 3/4 cup of Parmesan. Just stir it together until it's combined and then add the cooked chicken back into the pot and then add my cooked noodles and just give everything a really good stir. Once everything is mixed together, I dump it all into my casserole dish. I top it with more cheese. I'm using mozzarella and Parmesan cheese and also some parsley. This is a great recipe to make ahead of time and just stick it into the oven about 30 to 40 minutes before dinner time. So this was Friday's dinner. We have the roasted eggplant, we have a fresh salad, we have the chicken Alfredo bake, and some breadsticks. And for dessert, we had vanilla bean cheesecake. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of these videos, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys all in my next video.